What's up, Highland? I hope everybody's safe and healthy at home. Mr. Adams here, coming at you with Music Monday. I'm going to show you guys some more tips on how to use Quaver Music online. I know that some of you all had trouble logging in, and remember, you have to use your class codes, and those are on that Google slideshow that has all of the specials music lessons on it. Look for your grade and be sure to enter your class code. I'll show you guys how to do that in today's video. We're also going to take a look at how to use Quaver with Adobe Flash and how to explore Quaver Street.
All right, so I've got Google Chrome pulled up. We're going to go to quavermusic.com. We're going to click this green login button. We're going to come down here where it says sign in with Google. Enter your username. All right, and remember, whenever you type yours in, you're going to have an STU right here. But since I'm a teacher, I don't have that. Enter your password. Okay, we're logged in, and today we're going to look at Quaver Street. So we're going to log in with Flash. If you are on a smartphone or a tablet, you're going to click without Flash. But since I'm on a PC, today we're going to use with Flash. Click allow. All right, so now I'm on Quaver Street. If you want to get to your student dashboard that we looked at last week, this is where you see all of your assignments. Come down to this yellow tab that says student. We'll click on that. And here's our student dashboard. And if you need to join a class, come over here to the right where it says join a class. You'll enter in your Quaver code. I've got our Quaver codes pulled up. Remember, they're on that slideshow that has our specials lessons plans on them. Here's the first video that I posted that shows you how to log in, and I show you all about your student dashboard. And here's your Quaver codes. So we can join our third grade class. Quaver code accepted. Boom chicka boom. We are in a class. If you logged in with Flash and you're at your student dashboard, just hit exit. And now let's take a look at some of the different features we have on Quaver Street. So we can come up here to our music room. And here's the Quaver Arcade. There's lots of different games down here. Let's take a look at Astronotes. All right, so we're in Astronotes now. We're going to click on the help button in the menu, and that's going to give us the directions to how to play the game.
Use the arrow keys to turn the guitar rocket and thrust it forward. Use the spacebar to shoot notes before they hit the guitar rocket. Fly over the trill to shoot a superpowered blast that destroys many notes in a line. Fly over the accent to shoot 3 rockets that lock on to notes and enemies. Fly over the fermata to protect the guitar rockets against enemies and notes just one time. Fly over the repeat sign to get an extra life.
All right, so we're ready to play Astronotes. Okay, there's other games that you can explore in Quaver Arcade. We can also go to Quaver TV, and there's lots of different videos that you can watch over here.
Whole, half, quarter and eighth. Whole, half,
So here's your menu over here to pick a video. Once you go through, you can make playlists and store some songs. And as you play all the games, you'll earn awards. They'll be over here. let's go back out to Quaver Street. We also have the info center if you need help with anything. Here's the music shop. There's lots of fun interactive things in the music shop. Here's Songbrush, where you can just draw on the music staff and it'll turn your drawing into notes and it'll play it for you. Here's the phone box, where you can go learn about different composers throughout music history. Let's go take a look at the music studio. So here's a few different ways that you can be creative. Here's the cue backbeat that we looked at in our first video. Here's cue grooves. Let's take a look at cue grooves.
Welcome to Cue Grooves. Hang on, what is Cue Grooves? In Cue Grooves, you can create amazing songs and pieces of music by dragging and dropping loop tiles onto the correct track. If you want to know more, remember, help is just one click away.
So there's the tutorial that it'll show you. It'll go a lot longer, and if you want to skip it, you can. And also, if you go, oh, I wish I'd watched that whole thing, come down here and click the help button. And then here's the tutorial again. Click step by step.
Welcome to Cue Grooves.
All right, so Cue Grooves is a bunch of different loops that we can put into our grid down here and build different songs. We have lots of different styles to choose from. There's rock, rap, pop, hip hop, country, R&B, Latin, electro, funk. I'm feeling funky. Let's go to funk. All right, so we've got different parts over here. The first thing that you're gonna see is the keyboards, and you can pick these in any order that you want. But let's start with keyboards. So here's our first loop. Cool. Here's our second loop. Here's our third loop. And if I want to make it a different chord, right now it's a C major chord. If I want to make it a different chord, I'm just going to pick a different note and it'll be a new chord. So now I've got C, 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 and then G. Let's hear what that sounds like. Cool. So let's take a look at some of our different drum kits. I like the first one and the fourth one. Let's get rid of 2 and 3, and we're going to put in 2 more of the ones. Let's add in some bass. Oh, so look at our chord. Let's make our chords match. So our first one was a C. So let's go back to C and make our bass match our keyboards. So we'll put in bass. And then for our fourth chord, we're going to go back to that G. Let's hear how that sounds. You don't have to do that, but it'll sound better if these chords match. You can also add in percussion parts and brass parts. So feel free to explore all the different styles and all the different instruments that are available. All right, so let's go back to Quaver Street. You're going to come down here and click File. So you can come down here and save any of the grooves that you make. If you really like it, save it, and you can listen to it later. If you want to open one that you've made before, here's the Open. And if you want to make a new one, here's new. You can also make an MP3 of your groove and you can download it. But let's go back to Quaver Street and see what else we can find. So we're going to click exit. All right, we're back in the studio. So here's Cue Dancer, Cue Backbeat, which we looked at last week, Cue Composer, where you can write a melody putting notes on a staff. All right, let's go back to the shop. All right, from the shop, we can also access the lab. Here's a really neat Cue sound effects where you can make a movie. You can make your own movie and put sound effects to it. Here's a Cue synth where you can make a synthesizer and make electronic sounds. Ear IQ is a fun way to help train your ear, and there's some games to help you do that. We can also go to the Metro. And the Metro has lots of different genres of music that we can learn about. The last thing I want to show you is how you can change your avatar. So here's my little person. You can look at your activity log. Here's some of the things that we did today. You can look at your friends, your achievements, and here's your account information. If you want to change some things about your music room, you can do that. Or you can change your avatar. And so this is where you can change your face and make it look a little more like you. Some oval eyes. You can also change your hair and your nose, all of your facial features. You can change your clothes. How about this t-shirt, this collared gray shirt? You can also give yourself a different instrument. I play the trumpet, but also play the guitar. Let's give me a guitar. So there's my guitar. Whenever I go back to Quaver Street, there's my profile, there's my avatar, and here's the changes that I've made. Remember, if you want to get back to your assignments, click the yellow student tab down here. And this is the menu that we looked at last week. If you want to watch last week's video, that'll be up on my YouTube page. So we're going to pull up YouTube and type for Murph Adams, that's me, and you're going to get two different options here. This is a YouTube channel that I had whenever I worked for the Boys and Girls Club, and you'll see one with me wearing the Highland shirt, and that's the channel you want to click on. And our videos will be down here. Feel free to message me on Quaver, or you can always send me an email. Have fun, and we'll see you next time.